Well, g'day and welcome to desk time, I guess we'll call it. Usual drive time isn't really happening that much because I'm not going out that much. You know, we're here at home and like most people, we're probably shelter in place and businesses have still got to run though, and that's the thing. So, you know, I've mentioned the last few days how we've gone virtual. I've mentioned how we've had to change up our marketing message, change up our sales approach. If you haven't watched those videos, go back and watch those because your marketing and your sales approach have got to change. Another thing that we're changing right now, and we're doing this across the board, not just one or two companies, but the vast majority of them, is changing what people do every day. We're changing what our staff are up to. We're changing what their role is. We're changing their performance base. We're changing every dang thing because the world is different. Whatever you thought 2020 was going to be, it's not anymore. Whatever you thought this decade was going to be, you know, there's change. The attitudes have changed. People have changed. The world has changed in the last few days. Hey, Ray, thanks for typing in where you're at. If just like Drive Time Gang, type in where you're at so I know where we're getting to across the world. So here's the thing. One of the things that we're looking at is every staff member, and we're saying, okay, is this staff member, is their role one of profit center or is their role one of cost center? We're looking at every single team member and saying, how do we turn them into a profit center now? How for the next month, 2 months, however long it is, do we get rid of the things that aren't making us money and not get rid of the person, but get rid of that job and say, okay, that job doesn't need to be done anymore. What job do we want that person doing? How do we flip them? And someone who wasn't in sales, guess what? Now you're in sales. Why? Because that's what we need to do right now to make enough money to keep your job here. So that's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to assist the salespeople. You know, don't make the salespeople do paperwork anymore. Give them someone to do the paperwork and let the salespeople sell. Change up the marketing message. Change what you're doing. But so here's 4 things that we've focused in on that, actually it's 5 things that we've focused in on first and foremost. Number 1 is looking at the positions within the company that can change quickly. So where are the ones where we can change them real quick? Where are the ones that we can very quickly take them out of what they're doing and put them into something new? So by evaluating it at speed, there are some that we're going to change over the next 2 or 3 weeks, some that we're going to change over the next month, but there's some that we can change today, and literally we started doing that. You know, the speed with which you change right now is going to be the survival or the death of your business. I see too many business people out there moaning and groaning and wanting the government to give them a handout instead of just changing and doing what they need to do to survive and thrive right now. You know, I got 2 businesses where we literally overnight changed the entire business because we just have no option. I mean, we had no option but to change. We can't run, no one can come in and get food from us. We have to go to home delivery. We have to go to all of these different things to make it work. So what are you doing to shift? And some of those people we've had to shift. Some of them we've shifted into a marketing role. Some of them we've shifted into a sales role. Some of them we've shifted into a repeat business role, going back to our past customers and looking at that sort of thing. So, you know, if you can shift people immediately, then shift them. I'm trying to not let anybody go in our companies. We're trying to keep everyone's job and making certain that we're doing the things that we need to do to do that, flipping stuff around and doing what we can. So first, who can you change quick? Second, what are some things that are going to make you money real fast? Where are the areas where you can get them going to work that are going to be the fast money makers? What are the things that you can change that is going to spin that money? I mean, it's, our food truck and restaurant business, literally we've had to overnight reinvent the business. The food trucks, we got them out on the street and they're out serving, they're out doing the thing that they can do, and they're making more money than they would have normally made ever before. But the restaurant business, now we've gone to family meals, catered meals. How can we do mass instead of just one-off things through Grubhub and stuff? We've gone to what can we do that's large? How can we get people ordering 20, 30, 50, 100 of something? You know, where is it that we need to go? So we've changed our marketing, we've changed our sales. But we've gone and looked for where are the things where we can get the bigger money quick, and where are the things where we can get bigger orders and more strong orders and that sort of stuff. And you've got to be looking at this stuff too. I mean, you can't wait right now. Anyone who waits right now is going to be out of business. You've got to shift. You've got to change. People ask me, how long do you think it's going to last for? dang, I don't know. I'm planning in our business 2 to 3 months of being crazy. It might be 4 weeks. It might be 2 months. I honestly can't tell you. All I can do is watch the same turnaround that happened in China, the turnaround that happened in South Korea. When does Italy turn around? When do other markets turn? I know here in Las Vegas, we're on the climb of new cases. So it's tough. And I know it's tough, but every day I'm going to be here for you. I'm going to be here to try and teach you what we're doing so that we can survive and thrive through this thing. And hopefully you'll survive and thrive through it as well, the same we are. The third thing we're doing when we're looking at repurposing people is, do we need to train them in anything? Or what skills do we need to upgrade them in? How do we need to flip them over? What can we do? And specifically, because we're going to be all working from home, it's going to be different. So we've got to get some skills into people, especially using Zoom or Skype or Live or WhatsApp or all of these things. We know that we are changing in all of our businesses, and you know, I'm happy to admit that some of our businesses are way up. When you sit and you take a look at our cleaning business, it's way up. Why? Because people need that deep detoxifying. They need all that stuff right now. You know, that business, again, toilet paper. We supply toilet paper to all of our clients, and our orders are through the roof on that stuff. And you know, we're going to find a point where we can't get it as well, and we're going to have to pivot. We're going to have to change. We're going to have to do things differently there. And I know that every one of us is out there going, what do we do? What do we do? The thing that you do right now is you change. You must change. Unless you're McDonald's and you're serving the burgers through that drive-through, and you got 14 different drive-throughs set up now, and you know, they're killing it. As a buddy of mine told me today, buying shares in McDonald's. I mean, dang. Think about what you're doing. The fourth thing we're doing when we're looking at repurposing people is sitting down and saying, okay, if we are going to change what they're doing, for how long are we going to change this? And what happens to the job that they used to do? Does that job they used to do just become irrelevant, or does it need an hour or a day a week or a half a day a week still doing the old job, where they get 2 or 3 days a week doing the new job? We don't have to repurpose them 100%. We can repurpose people by a percentage base. We can repurpose them by a little bit. If you haven't watched my video, the 11 things to do on this to survive this crisis, it's called Crisis Averted. Jump on YouTube. It's here on Facebook, on LinkedIn. I've put it everywhere that I can. If you know a big group of people that wants me to do that webinar for them, please shoot me a note or shoot one of my team a note. We'd be only too happy to help and do that webinar for as many people. I've done it on TV. I've done it on radio now. We're doing it all over the world, because I know that every business out there is struggling. My team are here to help. If you know a business owner that needs help, put them in touch with Action Coach. We'll give them a free hour's coaching. I've got all of my team worldwide doing 5 hours of pro bono work every single week, 5 hours with businesses that need our help. So get out there, lead your team, change your marketing message, change your sales message, repurpose your team. Stop having cost centers in your business right now. Turn them into profit centers. We got to do it, gang. We've got to make the shift if we're going to survive and thrive through this thing. So what's your biggest lesson? Please type in your biggest lesson here. I want to see what you're learning. I want to see what you're implementing. And I know that once you type it in, it starts to become real. I'm here to help you grow. I'm going to try and be here every single day with you, as well as homeschooling our kids. We got 5 of them being homeschooled right now. You know, it's a good joke going around that we've already put 2 in detention, and one teacher has already been fired for drinking on the job. Anyway, have a dang good day. Keep moving, keep changing, keep growing with this thing. You know, you could come out of this stronger than you ever were if you have that mindset. Let's go. Keep growing, gang. Bye for now.